Hi guys and dolls, how are you? I'm gonna be looking a little rough today because I'm in the woods, I'm in nature. Somebody, no names mentioned, decided to get filthy. And his legs are filthy and he went into part of the lake and I'm looking at the mud on him like, oh my God, really? Really? So, yeah. Anyway, and it's getting dark out here, so that means that it's probably going to do the R word, which is looking inevitable. I'm not really thrilled. So let me get this going. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? All right, so why do narcissists in particular dump people left and right? Why do they have multiple babies from different mamas a lot of times? Why do they lose interest in you, regardless of you do everything for them, which I wouldn't advise. If it's not an equal giving and receiving, then it's not healthy for you. Let me repeat that. If it's not a healthy giving and receiving, then it's not good for you. It's getting dark quick. Okay, so let me get going. You cannot love someone hard enough to help them heal from trauma. You cannot love them hard enough to get them to heal from their trauma, even though they will use their excuse. Everyone cheated on me. Everyone before you was a cheater. Everyone before you was abusive to me. Nobody treats me with respect. I've never received good love before. Everyone was poisonous to me. I can't believe it. And so what do? That is designed to push you into, well, I would never do that to you mode. And that's what you end up doing. Well, I would never do that. See how loyal I am? See how faithful I am? See how much I do for you? That is a ploy to mind bend you. All right? It bends your mind. It works all the time. You're going to get left anyway, regardless. And I'm going to tell you why. They are children. They have a small attention span. Let me say that again. They are like children. They have a small attention span. I have known people personally, not with me, but with other people. They have dropped babies all up in people. Shot babies up in there. And then they start looking for flaws because they have an attention issue and they get bored easily. Because they get bored easily, there's absolutely nothing that you say or do that will make them appreciate you. There's nothing that you say or do that will prevent them from cheating. There's nothing that you say or do that will keep their attention. They get bored. And after they get what they want from you, which is usually sex, money, a baby, a place to live, then they start looking for flaws. Because they're trying to justify looking for somebody else. There's a long list of what your supposed flaws are. A long list. So, I'm going to be a little crass for a minute. We're all adults. There's nothing between your legs that is going to keep their attention and make them love you. So yes, you may have freaky deaky sex with them. You may be swinging from the rafters, push a button and you end up, the wall opens up and you're going into a dungeon. You do all this freaky deaky craziness. Nothing is going to keep their attention. It does not matter what you do, how freaky you are. I'm trying to figure out where he's at. Hold on. Sorry. So, Milo, come here. Come here. Sorry, guys. I don't know where he went. So, yeah, there's nothing between your legs that's going to keep them. They start looking for flaws. Well, I didn't know her butt is big, or she's getting big, or, he's this, or he's that, or I don't like his sense of humor, or this is wrong or that's wrong, or I'm like, I said this to a friend of mine who does that shit. I said, you didn't have those problems when you were up in there. When you were jumping up and down on them, you didn't have no problems with them. All of a sudden, her butt's too big. Like that song goes, I think my butt's getting big. Okay, I don't remember who sings that song. But yeah, all of a sudden you have a long list of complaints, none of which were an issue when you were trying to get your freak on. There's no love in the world that you could give them that will heal them. You are not, there's the monster. There's nothing that you could say or do that's going to keep them by your side. They're going to tell you what you want to hear because they're not done tapping that booty. Male or female, makes no difference. When they're finished using you up, then they would tell you, well, you gained weight, or I don't like your sense of humor, or, we argue about this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, they caused the arguments, deliberately caused arguments, because that's what gets them off. That's what really gets them off. And they know how to push your buttons to make you get mad, because that's what they need, because they're not bored when they're mad. So they really get a kick out of being angry. Narcissists get a kick out of being mad. It's getting darker and darker. So I'm going to make this a shorter video so we can start making our way out of the woods. It's not too far from where the car's at. But yeah, it's getting darker. And according to the weather, it's supposed to be a thunderstorm. Who knows if that's going to happen or not. But yeah, stop this idea in your head that, well, I'm going to do things for him sexually that nobody else does. I'm going to cook his favorite meal all the time. I'm going to give him so much sex because he complained that the partners before didn't give him enough sex, and his wife never gave it to him, except he was lucky if he got it on his birthday. All of which are bullshit lies. If he's a narc, he got a small attention span. There's no magic, glitter, or dust that you can sprinkle on them to make them be faithful and make them love you forever. They get bored, they get bored, they get bored. You're not going to stop that. A therapist can't stop that. That is how their brain works. It's small and small-minded, and they have a small attention span, like a child. Okay? You're not going to heal them. You're not. Stop trying to be somebody's therapist. It is not your job to be their therapist. And if they have zero respect for you, why are you holding on to them? Like I told my friend, I said, you're settling for a small garbage bag, but he's still a garbage bag. Okay? Yeah, they don't have no problem with you when they're trying to get all up in your clothes. All of a sudden, you and Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa ain't got nothing on you because you're just that perfect. And then, once they get their way, oh, well, I got a problem with this, I got a problem with that. Yeah, okay, I bet you do. Because they're justifying cheating, which they're never going to stop doing. Narcissists get bored. That's another reason they cheat all the time, because they get bored. And they're going to stay with you because you allow them to continue to cheat. You keep forgiving them over and over and over again. So there's no incentive to stop. They're never going to stop anyway. They'll stop temporarily, but chances are, and I've said this before, even if you're the wife, you can still be the side chick. You think that wedding ring and those vows mean something? That's comical. No. Those vows don't mean nothing. We said those vows years ago. We didn't say them every day. So they're not relevant today. Or you do all these things wrong. You work all those jobs and all those long hours. You don't give me enough attention. That's how you get attention? Pulling your pants down for somebody else? Wow. So, yeah. Anyway, food for thought, y'all. Love you. Bye.